From just off the shores of Lake Erie, EA Sports brings you coverage of the NFL from Cleveland Browns Stadium in downtown Cleveland, Ohio. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the Cleveland Browns. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Second down, here's Chubb again. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That one, a first down pickup of 8. The Browns at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. This defense for the Dolphins, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. You talk about this Miami defense, and they've shown the ability to play tough against the pass, currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Now a play fake, and it's Watson sliding out of the pocket. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And it'll be Dolphin football. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And that's incomplete.
A great job defensively taking away his receivers. And he was forced to put that one into Lake Erie. But that's what good quarterbacks do. They don't take unnecessary chances if they don't have to.
Second and 10. They'll run with Hill. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. 2 yards still to go. 3rd down now. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Ready.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. He'll get it here on the jet sweep. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They'll go. Achane. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the 1st. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. They'll roll him out right. And going deep for Hill. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins will jump on top with the game's 1st score here this afternoon. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the 1st half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Faking the give. Now Watson. On the move to his left. Just a crazy throw there, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football, because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. And they had just picked it off to get the football. They fumble it right back. I looked over to both sidelines. A lot of scrambling to find the helmets.
Yeah, you can almost, you know both sides are screaming sudden change. Because when sudden change happens, that's a defensive call to get back out on the field. There's been a fumble, so an interception, some type of a turnover. You've got to get back out there and play. These guys just want to get to the bench and gather themselves and regroup a little bit. Let's see if these offenses can settle in and start taking care of the ball a little bit better.
They begin this drive with Chubb. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. When you look at this defense, they come into this one rounding out the top 10 in the 10 spot against the run.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to him.
41 Mike, right here, 41 Mike. I got him. 29.
To throw on 2nd is Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the 1st. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. That is caught, and he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a 1st down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Watson changing the play. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And again, it's Chubb. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
They go up the middle with Chubb. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. That time, Bradley Chubb shooting in there for the sack. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. On to the second from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt, and that will wind up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end, and this will stay at a 7-point game.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
Here's Achane to start the drive. Oh, what a juke into space. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. In motion right is Watkins. Now they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. Now they'll change things up. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. An off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. And well done here. That one will kick out of bounds at about the 8-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
This is 2nd and 8. They run it again with Chubb. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. 42 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
In motion left is Rodgers. Watson, a little touch pass on the jet sweep. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
They'll send Rodgers in motion right. On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And he's going to have a Browns first down as he'll take this up to about the 33-yard line. Now Watson, he's going to move him around. And Chubb will try the middle here. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
2nd and 9.
Check. Check. And 31. 47.
They'll try the air now with Watson. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. It was a solid check down there with pressure coming, wasn't it?
It was, because you're trying to go through your progression. And when you have that type of pressure in your face, it changes what you're doing and how fast you have to do your reads. And able to come back and find him in open space, that's a really nice play.
They run with Ford. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Pretty straightforward play there by the linebacker. He saw the run, went with straight-ahead pursuit, and dumped him behind the line of scrimmage.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
I got you. 56 the mark, boys. 59. I'm going to come back to you. Check. Fresno.
To throw is Watson. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Off of play action, it's Watson rolling to his right. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
Not many boos just yet from this home crowd, but they may be starting soon, as I'm starting to detect an uneasy murmur through this crowd. This offense, they've been lifeless in this first half. And now here's another punting situation and a 4th down.
Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he's going to be tackled inside his 10-yard line. May hear a few words from his head coach on that decision. Found good room to run there. Returns at 14 yards. And the Dolphins' drive will start deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
7 yards on the carry, make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Achane. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. In motion right, Watkins. Tua going to tap this forward on the jet sweep. Shifts by him. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
Tua now on 1st down. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Tua, the final shot before half. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Just the one touchdown in that first half. 7-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. Hill shedding the tackle. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
On play action, here's Tua. He'll buy some time right. Going deep here for Watkins. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, kind of just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9. Watson off play action. Man open right side. It's Rodgers. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You've got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
Check, 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 check. Hey, check Mike 47. Check Mike 47.
On 1st and 10, Watson. Buying time to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break contain and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Now Watson going to change the look here. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And he stopped immediately there. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Watson. That's into a crowd and intercepted. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. From the 46, here's the 2nd and 8. A run straight ahead with H.N. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. That one complete to Hill. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A very well-executed play. It goes for 29 yards. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Tua sets up to pass it. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be from 56 yards out. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs. It would have been a long field goal. The fake doesn't work out. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. The Browns drive about to get started. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, It's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. They give to Chubb out of the gun. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. 64 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Second down, here's Chubb again. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything, change it up, because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before.
And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing a couple yards here on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. And his kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you'll see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. The drive starts with a run from Achane. And he'll be brought down at what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's Dolphin football. It's also Dolphin lead to begin quarter number 4.
21G, 21G.
On first down, Tagovailoa. And going deep for Hill. That's caught at the 25. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Dolphins are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Browns have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Looking to maybe throw for it here, Watson. Eluding the pressure right. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead down to a single point. Ryland now following the touchdown, back out to kick it away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. I don't want to say that they're completely against the wall here, Charles, but all of a sudden, with the run that they've been on the other sideline, this is down to a 3-point. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to step out of bounds all the way down on the other side of midfield. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Just a little too lackadaisical, Charles, and they didn't get up and snap the ball in time. Delay of game.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he understood where the clock was located. In different stadiums, it's in different places. You have to check that in pregame and make sure you're aware so you don't run into penalties like these.
Off of play action, Tagovailoa sliding out of the pocket. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Martin, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. From midfield, here's Tua. They set up the screen. Achane has it. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. All told, it's a loss of 8 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Now Tua. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 33. Watkins in motion left. He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Tua setting up shop to throw again. Again, that's Watkins. So nothing doing there, and it'll be 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
And when you're throwing the ball downfield really well like they have been on this drive, it's really a nice time to work one of the screen plays in. One of my favorite play callers in the game has always told me he starts every game with 10 to 12 screens because if he starts feeling the pressure from the defense, he uses their aggressiveness against them.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And this Browns defense stands tall. So that's a decision that could loom pretty large here. They go for it on 4th down, but come up empty.
But I actually like the call. And the reason? It shows me a head coach has faith in his team overall. First on the offensive side, thinking they can pick it up, but also knowing that he has faith in his defense that if they don't, they'll go out there and stop them. I like the confidence he showed.
Second down, here's Chubb again. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on 1st down quickly negated.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. Well, this feels like a late season game, even though it's just week 2. Here's a big third down. Chubb will get the call, running left.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. Desperation time. Watson on 4th down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And, boy, possession here turns over with a football already being in the red zone. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Up the middle, Achane.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And this Browns defense stands tall. So that's the 2nd time this game they've given it up on 4th down. They're now 1 for 3 on 4th down conversion tries.
But they must feel good about what they're doing, right? They continue to go for it on 4th down. Give the defense a lot of credit, though. They've stopped them 2 out of 3 times. Usually you have 4th down plays that you have dialed up and ready to go and you think are going to be successful. Not so far in this game.
Watson. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
56 to Mike. 56 is to Mike. Here we go. 56. Mike, 56. Right there, right there. 56.
To throw, Watson.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. They try to take a shot there on 2nd down, and that leaves them, because of the incompletion, a very tricky 3rd and 10.
And with the time situation, you would expect them to try and get it all in this one play, but there's still enough time that if you can take something shorter, gain some yardage, make it a more manageable 4th down if you need to.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now Watson.
And Rodgers has it over on the right side. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Here's 2nd and a yard. Watson to throw. Completes to Njoku. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Well, this offense cannot stop the clock now. No timeouts remaining as they come up here first down. They'll come up now on second down. Here's Watson.
Flush to his right. He's going to let it fly.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland.
When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
We got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down.
And he'll take this one up to about the 13.
Well, this ball game was close throughout. Remember, it was neck and neck at intermission, neck and neck at the end, but a great job to come in here in a tough environment, Charles, and get the victory.
Yeah, tough environment indeed. How about all the people we can hear shouting from their seats right below us, partner? They weren't real happy that their team didn't keep the home field. How about how these visitors came in, calm every step of the way, even with all the pressure, and found a way to get out of here with a win.
So for Miami, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the
From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at what's now known as Paycor Stadium here in Cincinnati. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the Cincinnati Bengals.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end. Zone for a touchback.
Here we go. Check 55, Mike. Here we go. Right 80. Right side. 11.
Put a man in motion left, Ridley.
11, mighty. 11, mighty. Check 26.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
His third rushing touchdown on the year and fourth overall. And the Bengals are on the board first here this afternoon.
Now for the point after. And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals. The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away. Tyreek Hill on the return. Here's the dangerous Tyreek Hill.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10.
Just shy of the 30. Going to the air. Tagovailoa out to his left. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Tua now on first down.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. It's DJ Turner who's got it.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And Burrow going to change the play.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
The Bengals had a disappointing 1-4 as they start play. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. And I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Put a man in motion left, Ridley. On 1st and 10, here's Brown.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. 98 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A great effort there.
With his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make the score 14-0. The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
There he goes left side. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. They give him a gain of 38.
Seems like all the fireworks in this first quarter have been on the other sideline, but here they're saying, hey, we've got some explosive guys on our side too. And that's a big play in a game that's looking like it might be
to a hit, and the ball is out.
And the Bengals grab it, and they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. And they put it on the ground here on the second drive. And, of course, Charles, that follows drive number 1 where they had the INT.
Makes you wonder what's going on with this team, because a lot of times we can attribute it to nerves, but maybe it's a lack of focus. Maybe it's the preparation for the game. Maybe they just came into a little lackadaisical, because that's just not looking good at all. That's just not the football that we came here to see.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done, because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
11. Let's go. Stop.
Now it's Burrow. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
You talk about this Miami defense.
They've been pretty good against the pass. Not amazing, but good. Number 13 in the league.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
11.
55, Mike 55. Hey, eat. 65.
On 3rd down, Burrow. And this throw will be intercepted. Unable to corral him, he fights through. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered. They'd had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them, because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
Motion man is Schwartz. They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Tua going to throw. Tua hit, and the ball is out. And the Bengals grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Hey, I'm all about defense forcing plays and getting takeaways. But an interception and 2 fumbles in their last 3 offensive possessions.
Time to readjust?
Yeah, you can't just give all the credit to the defense on that. They've got to look in the mirror and take a blame themselves and figure out how to not do it anymore.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And they take over in a precarious spot here, albeit after forcing the fumble at the goal line. This is safety territory as they start from their own 1.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line.
126 yards rushing for him now as this sensational afternoon continues.
Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you've said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
And they'll bring him down right around the 13. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 and a Dolphins touchdown.
Well, it turns out it's not their offense who gets him on the board first, CD. It's the defense coming through right there with a pick-6.
And I know from experience throughout the week, when you go against the offense, you're challenging them all the time. You're letting them know, hey, don't worry about scoring this week. We'll take care of it. We'll get a few pick-6s and score ourselves. You're just kidding? But how about what he just did right there? Laid it out for the rest of the game. We scored. Hey, offense, can you keep up with us?
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
11.
They have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And, Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly.
And Alberto going to be intercepted yet again. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs.
And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But, Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
After the turnover, it's Tua. Flushed out right. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. And that'll bring up second down.
You talk about this Bengals defense.
It's quite a unit. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
2 once again here on 2nd and 10.
Throw caught by Achane.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Looking to pass. Tua steps away. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end. Complete.
And the Dolphins are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the 2nd quarter, as they go to work on a 1st and goal. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Rolling to his left. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
And down here, 1st and goal, if it's not there, don't force it. You got at least 2, if not 3 more shots at it. So that's a wise move to get rid of it.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. From the gun, it's Tua. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Way back at the 17 now after the loss. It's 3rd and goal. Here's Tua.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
Shaquille Griffin with a pick.
And the Bengals force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. The defense, Charles, they bent a little bit, but they did not break. And then on 3rd and goal there, the huge interception.
Think of the momentum they're carrying with them right now, Brandon, because in their mind, whether they want to admit it or not, they were conceding 3 points. Their goal was to keep them out of the end zone, not give up a touchdown. Instead, they give up nothing. What a big-time play and a big-time stop by them.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Nice satisfying run on 1st down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
Now 2nd and 5.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
This now a 3rd and 4.
11. Switch gears.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 12 yards that time, and a Cincinnati first down.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Here we go.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's a 2nd and 8.
And now they will throw it with Burrow. Got a man. It's Brown. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
11 MT, 12.
95's the same. No, check his Mike.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
95's Mike, 195.
11.
95's the same. No, check his Mike.
Here's Burrow.
And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down.
The Bengals bring out their punter now. Back deep is Tyreek Hill.
And this returnable for Hill.
And just shutting him off there. Good blocking there. Nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
Sitting in first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game. Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. And now the Bengals are going to call another timeout. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. Throwing now is Tagovailoa.
They'll get this into the hands of Mostert.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Setting to throw on first down is Tua.
He's going to have the hook up to Schwartz.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down at will.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Escaping the pressure right.
Open man here, Schwartz, complete.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa.
Got a man. It's Robbie Chosen.
And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Two yards to go, 2nd down.
Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Now a 2nd and 2.
Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
Motion man is Schwartz. They'll run for it with Achane.
And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
They had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but 3rd and short, definitely was a great time to dial one up.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Throw left side. There's Schwartz with it.
Touchdown, Dolphins.
Anthony Schwartz.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Dolphins are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Taken at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going.
It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity. Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
146 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
On third down, they're going to run for it here. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on fourth down, and they're going to go for it. They'll try and run for it. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Now a handoff looking right. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Now Burrow. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
Tua wants to throw it on second down. He's going to look deep down the field.
Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the third time. Daxton Hill picks it off.
And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
Hey, can.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Second and 9 from the 44.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And this is caught by Martavis Bryant. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. I respect both sides on that play, CD. For him to be able to hold on to that football and the impressive tackle, wow.
Did you notice the look between the two of them as they came off the ground? That look did say the word respect.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Third and 2, now Burrow.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Jerome Baker.
And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Got an open man at Schwartz.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
On 1st down, Tagovailoa.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
It's Devin White, the linebacker.
And he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 for a Bengals TD.
They're part of this defense now with multiple interceptions in this game, but this time they say turnabout is fair play because, remember, they had a pick-6 on the other side, and now they get a pick-6 of their own.
Yeah, they actually added to some of their nice play throughout this ball game. A good effort by them to secure another interception on this one. A better effort to take it all the way back for 6. And how about an exceptional effort to match their opposition's pick-6 from earlier in this game?
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if finally we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
Here now, 2nd and 4. Again, it's Achane. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. Now Achane on 1st and 10.
Tackle made there by Chidobe Awuzie.
Still 9 yards to go on 2nd down from the 27.
Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Motion man is Schwartz. Now Tua just going to bat this forward on the end around. And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield.
Now they bring a receiver in motion right.
He's going to handle it on the touch pass.
And he is in. Touchdown, Miami.
Anthony Schwartz
with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year.
And the Dolphins are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Just a great individual effort there to take that pop pass and scamper off into the end zone.
And that's why offenses love that play, partner, because that gives them a chance to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers with a full head of steam behind them. It's often like a track relay. Legs 2, 3, and 4. That first guy steaming ahead, and he just hands it to you, and you get a chance to take off and go before you even get the baton.
Tua and the Dolphins offense staying put. They'll go for 2.
And they'll send the slot in motion left.
Tua going to tap this forward on the jet sweep.
And he will get into the end zone as they will indeed claim a 1-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry.
And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. 155 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Burrow looking to pass.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
After the encroachment penalty, here's 2nd and 5. Now they try the right side here. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
You can't block me. Switch it, switch it, switch it, please, switch it. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist, 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 twist. 11 mighty, 11 mighty.
So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hits 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
95 to 6, no, check it. 11, 11. I'm here all day. 95 is Mike, what 95?
Burrow will throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Second and goal from inside the 5.
95 is Mike, watch 95. 11, 11, 11. Let's get off the field, D.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
For the lead, here's 3rd and goal.
Man, I got you. Man, I got you. Undercrunch.
And they'll run again.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out.
And the Bengals answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead.
Big 2-point conversion attempt still to come.
And Burrow's going to look to throw for it.
And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock.
And my goodness, another interception.
It's DJ Turner who's got it. And the Bengals are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go.
Here we go. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10.
Just shy of midfield at the 48. They'll start this drive out on the ground.
On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Here we go. 12, 12, 12. 11 MT, tight. 11 MT, tight.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. This will be caught by Brown. And he is going to lose yardage here. The offense on third down, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 14.
Switch up, switch up. 36, 36.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
34's the mark, 34's the mark. He's coming. Check in, check in. You gonna get this, boy? You think you gonna get this? You think you gonna get this?
Now it's Burrow. Complete to Bryant. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt, and that will extend their lead even further.
So that CD, an important one here in the fourth quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. A tougher task for them now. That turnover on their last possession led to the field goal, meaning that they have to now try to erase a 2-score deficit here in the fourth.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Motion man is Schwartz.
Now Tua. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Tua sets up to pass it. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert. In a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter.
Hill going to go in motion right.
Mark set 33. 21G, 21G. Hey, check Mike 33. Check Mike 33. I got you.
Tua now on 1st down. Tyreek Hill's got another one. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. And again, it's Tagovailoa. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
2nd and 10.
In motion, Hill.
And he'll get it here on the touch pass.
And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
So a big one coming now for Jason Sanders. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. Sanders' kick is good.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going.
Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. Hey, come on. 11, Thomas. Come get some. Come on, come get some. Here, 11.
Chase, the motion man right.
Check. Check, 55.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13.
Watch the whip.
Now Burrow changing the look. Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up.
And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively they burn it here with 1:51 left. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
Here's a give up the middle. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to perhaps salt this one away. And this one is right through.
Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still very rarefied air. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg, and boom, over the crossbar.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. This is 1st and 10. Now Tua.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this will be caught at the 30.
Well, defensively, defensively there, you want to play it a little safe and keep the action in front of you. But you definitely aren't looking to give up plays like that. They still got the cushion of a 2-score lead, but don't give them a freebie here in the final minute.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to get it back to a 1-score game. The kick by Sanders is good. And this is back down to a 7-point game.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
So still a chance with just over 20 seconds to go, but they need to get this one back, no doubt. And this is going to be recovered by the Bengals hands team. And they're going to hang on and win this game. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though, now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Burrow down to a knee.